Thank God the train's in at last. What time is it?
DMD 2.
So it's what, 2 hours late? More. I'm such an idiot. Came all this way specially to meet them at the station, sat down and fell asleep. Should have woken me up.
I thought you had gone. I think they're here.
No. They've got to pick up the luggage and all that. Lyubov Andreevna Broniskaya. I wonder what she's like now after 5 years living abroad. She's a good, compassionate woman. Once, when I was a kid, 13 or so, my father, he's dead now, but he kept a shop in the village. He punched me in the face once and my nose was bleeding like a faucet. We'd come into the yard. He was drunk. Lyubov Andreevna, I remember. She was a skinny thing. She brought me into her room to clean me up. The playroom. Don't cry, little peasant, she says. It'll be better in time for your wedding. Little peasant. Son of an immigrant, true enough. And now here I am in a suit and fancy shoes like a pig in a parlor. Rich with money to spend, but look twice and a peasant as a peasant can be. I was reading this book earlier, couldn't understand a word of it and fell asleep.
The dogs are staring all night. They know the mistress is coming.
Are you all right, Dunyasha? You're so...
I'm shivering. I feel as if I'm going to faint.
You dress up like an actress. You're too dramatic for your own good. It won't do. You want to remember your role.
Oh. For the dining room. The gardener sent them in.
Could we use some coffee?
Frost.
Hmm.
3 degrees of frost.
Is that so?
Frost and the cherry trees in blossom. I do not approve of our climate change. Really, the seasons get no cooperation at all. And while I'm on the subject, I bought these boots 3 days ago and they squeak. I mean, what do you do for that?
Give it a rest. You're getting on my nerves.
Every day there's some misfortune, but I don't complain. I'm used to it. Well, I'll be off then. There, you see? What a situation, if I say so myself. It's uncanny.
Chekhov proposed to me.
Has he?
I just don't know what to think. He's usually quiet, but now and again when he gets to talking, he doesn't make a lot of sense. You can tell he's sincere, and I quite like him, I think. He's mad about me. But unlucky things keep happening to him. Do you know what the servants call him?
No.
22 catastrophes.
I think that's them.
Oh my god, I'm shaking. Oh my god,
Yes, that's them.
I'm going to faint away.
5 years. I wonder if she'll recognize me.
Just coming back. They're all back. They're all coming back. Everyone's back. Everyone's back.
Do you remember that room, Mama?
Playroom.
Oh, my hands are frozen. Mama, do you see? It's not changed. We've kept the room just as they were.
The playroom, my dear magical room. I used to practice my performances here when I was little. I would fall asleep here. Oh, dear Lianya. And Varya hasn't changed, still looking like a nun. Oh, no, remember Dunyasha?
The train was 2 hours late. They need to get themselves organized.
This dog eats nuts.
Really? Fancy that.
We waited, we thought you'd never come.
Mama hates to fly. 4 days on the train. I didn't sleep a bit. God, I'm cold.
When you left in Lent, it was all snow and ice. But now look! I've waited for you, my precious. I need to tell you.
What now?
Chekhov, the theater manager, he proposed to me.
That's all you ever think about. I've lost all my hairpins one by one.
I just don't know what to think. He's terribly in love with me.
Oh, my room, my window. I'm home. I can't wait to run through the garden into the theater. If only I could sleep. The whole way here I was so worried.
And guess who do you think comes to see us? Peter Sergeyevich arrived 2 days ago.
Petya's here?
He's sleeping in the theater. He's moved in there. I ought to wake him up, but
Dunyasha?
Varvara Mikhailovna said not to. Don't you go waking him, she said.
Dunyasha, Mama's asking for a coffee.
Right
Okay,
away.
Dunya.
Right away.
Thank God you've come home. My little angel is home. You won't believe what I've been through. I can just imagine. when I left for Easter week, it was so cold. Charlotta talked the whole way and then stopped with her circus tricks. Why did you stick me with her?
What were you going to do? Go alone at 17?
When we get to Paris, it's still cold and snowing. My French is hopeless. Mom is living on the 6th floor. She's got French people with her, some ladies and an old Catholic priest mumbling over a book. It was horribly crowded. Everybody smoking. I suddenly hugged her tight. I couldn't let go. I felt so sorry for Mama. She kept kissing me and crying.
No, don't.
And she's already sold the house at Menton and has nothing left. Nothing. No money. And I arrived without any. She just doesn't understand. We're at the station restaurant. She orders the most expensive things and gives waiter huge tips. Charlotta's the same. Yasha, it's awful. Yasha's mama's personal assistant now.
I saw the scoundrel.
So what's happening? Has the interest been paid?
With what?
Oh, God. Please, God.
The estate is going to be sold by August.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'd like to.
Are you? Has he proposed yet? Why not? But it's obvious he loves you. What are you waiting for?
I don't think it's meant to be. He doesn't take any notice of me. Everybody talks about a wedding, but it's all a fantasy, make believe. Oh my God, look at that! This is magnificent!
Mama bought it. In Paris, I went up in a balloon.
Oh, my little ballerina's home. Do you know what I think about all day when I'm doing the housekeeping? If we could marry you off to a rich man, that would be such a weight off my mind. I could disappear into a retreat somewhere, go to Moscow, Kiev, a pilgrimage to holy places. What a glorious thought.
The birds are singing in the orchard. What time is it?
Bedtime for you, my angel. Yes, what a glorious thought.
Excuse me, but may I be permitted to access here?
May you? Don't you know why? Yasha? What did they do to you in Europe?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Dunyasha, Fyodor Kazidov's daughter. When you left you don't remember?
Ah, yes, and are ripe for plucking. Mwah.
What's going on?
I broke a saucer.
Oh, that's good luck.
We should warn Mama about Petya being here.
Oh, it's okay. I told them not to wake him.
You'll remind her of Grisha. 6 years since Papa died. Barely a month later, my little brother drowns in a river. Poor little Grisha, only 7 and so sweet.
No.
It was too much for Mama. She left without looking back. Seeing Grisha's tutor will bring it all back.
The mistress wishes coffee. May we inquire after the coffee?
Yes, right away.
And the cream for the...
Cheers. We're in isolation. We can't see each other.
What?
Quarantine.
Oh, Noodle. I keep messing this up. They came all the way from Paris. I remember when my master used to perform in Paris. He was singing. He came rolling up the drive.
Cheers.
Please.
What are you muttering about?
What is it? The Lord has blessed my waiting. The mistress is home. Now it's all right to die.
Smack.
Smack. How does it go? Let's see. Yellow into the corner, double into the side.
cut short into the corner. Once upon a time, you and I would sleep in that room, my little sister. And now, I'm older. Hard to believe.
Time flies.
What?
Time. I said it flies.
Time flies. You still look unkempt.
I'm going to bed. Good night, Mama.
Ma petite étoile, aren't you glad to be home? I can't quite believe it. Mwah!
Good night, Uncle.
God bless you. You're so like your mother. Luba, you were so like her at her age.
She's just exhausted.
Well, I'd say so. After that trip.
Gentlemen, it's past 2. Shall we log off and...
Same old Varia. I'll have my coffee and then we'll all go.
Coffee.
Thank you, you're a dear. I've gotten so used to coffee. In Paris, I drink it day and night. Thank you, dear old friend.
Well, I'll go and see if they brought everything in.
Am I really sitting here? Is this me? I want to swing my arms and dance about. What if it's all just a dream? God is my witness. I love my home. I couldn't see out the window. I was crying so. Well, I must drink my coffee. Thank you, Fierce, you dear old man. I'm so glad you didn't die.
The day before yesterday.
He's confused because of quarantine.
I've got to leave for Kharkov soon. Business. I was looking forward to seeing you and having a talk. You still look as wonderful as ever.
More than ever. Dressed in the latest Paris fashions. You could tip my card right over.
Your brother thinks I'm allowed. Just an immigrant. Fine. Means nothing to me. My only wish is that you trust me as you've always done, that your heartbreaking eyes see me as you always did. Merciful God. My father was a servant in your father's time, and before that he belonged to your grandfather. But you alone were always so good to me, and I love you like my own flesh and blood. Closer than flesh and blood. Like...
I can't sit still. My God, you know, I cannot believe I'm home. Could die with happiness. Laugh at me, I'm stupid. Oh, my own little bookcase and my own little books.
Nani died while you were away.
Oh yes, they wrote to me.
And you know who left? What's his name? Cross-eyed? Left and went to live in town.
Oh, my cousin Dushenka sends her regards.
I wanted to say something cheerful first, but I have to leave. So I'll just say this right out. As you know, on the 22nd of August, your cherry orchard is due to be auctioned off for debt. And this is a fact, but I found you a way out. Here's my plan for you. Development. Your estate's 20 miles from town, and what's in town? The train. Now, your land along the river, just break it into lots and build summer homes. You don't even have to sell them. Just rent them out. Each year, minimum 4 million as income from the summer homes.
Excuse me, but what is this drivel?
I'm sure I don't understand you.
You rent out the summer homes which you've built. Now, the very least, people will pay at least 1,600 rubles per acre a year. And if you advertise now, I'll bet you anything, by fall, there won't be a plot left. They'll be snapped up. In a word, congratulations, you're saved. Put on a sand beach, the river is deep enough for swimming. All you have to do is clear the ground, get rid of the old buildings like the rehearsal studios and the theater, which you won't have any use for now. Cut down the cherry orchard, put in a cafe with internet and gaming. Technology is booming.
Cut. Excuse me, cut.
Gaming?
My dear, I'm sorry, but you don't understand.
Mister,
It's all right. If there's
he's
one
not
thing,
in-
one remarkable feature in this whole district, it's our cherry orchard.
It's no. All that is big. One crop of cherries every 2 years, and who buys the crop? No one. It rots.
our cherry orchard is mentioned in National Geographic.
Fine. But on the 22nd of August, the cherry orchard and the whole estate is going beneath the gavel. Do you see? So this is your only, I swear to you, my hand to God, there's no other way. None.
In my youth, they would take the cherries, soak them, and marinate them in casks. In the old days, they made preserves, and they also dried the cherries and took them to Moscow. There was a lot of money in them back then. Your dried cherries isn't what it used to be. They were soft and juicy, sweet with a fragrance to them. They knew how to do it. They had the secret.
And where's the secret now?
Forgotten. No one remembers it.
What was it like in Paris, eh? Did you eat frogs?
I ate a crocodile.
Can you believe it? Fancy that.
Before, there were just millionaires and their servants here. But now these summer people have appeared. All the towns, even the smallest ones, are developing with summer homes now. It's safe to say over the next 20 years or so, the summer population is going to explode. Who knows? Your renters might even start a little garden of their own, and your cherry orchard will be fruitful again.
What nonsense!
Mama, I think there are 2 postcards for you.
They're from Paris. Done with Paris.
Luba, you know how old my bookcase is?
No.
Last week I looked inside. There are numbers burned into it. This bookcase was made exactly 100 years ago in 1920. What do you think of that, eh? If it were a person, you would celebrate its jubilee, but who would do it with a bookcase, yeah?
100 years. Fancy that.
Yes, isn't that something? Dear old bookcase, dear much esteemed bookcase, I salute you. For a whole century, you have devoted your existence to the highest ideals of truth and art. Your mute appeal to the divine spirit has never faltered during all your 100 years, inspiring us to create art for the common good. The place, the thing.
Quite.
You're the same as ever, Leonia.
Carry into the corner, cut short into the middle pocket.
I have to get going.
Madam Luba, it's almost noon. It's time to take your pills.
Pills? You don't need pills. They don't do you any good or harm either. There.
You're mad.
All gone.
A bottomless pit.
The gentleman came here during Holy Week and ate half a barrel of pickled cucumbers. And then he went.
What's he saying?
He's been muttering like that for the last 3 years. We've gotten used to him.
On the decline.
Forgive me, Charlotta. I haven't had a chance to say hello to you yet.
If I let you say hello, next it's going to be my Instagram and then my Snapchat and then my phone number.
Not my lucky day. Show us a magic trick.
Show us a magic trick, Charlotta.
Not now. I wish to sleep.
Well, see you in 3 weeks. Goodbye for now. It's time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I don't feel like leaving. Thinking about over the summer homes, the internet cafe. I can get you a loan of 8,500,000. Think seriously.
Go if you're going.
I'm off.
Bulgarian. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. Varia, speaking of your fiance in such a...
Uncle, let's just...
Oh, come along, Varia. Nothing would make me happier. He's a good man.
A decent fellow, truth be told, as my cousin be the first to say. Well, she says a lot of things. Be that as it may, I've got to pay the mortgage on my cafe tomorrow. Could you lend me 40,000 rubles?
We don't have it.
Honestly, I have nothing.
Well, it'll turn up somewhere. I never lose hope. Just when I think all is lost, lo and behold, remember? They built the railway on my father's land, and in comes the money. Cousin Deshek might win the lottery tomorrow. That ticket is worth 33 million rubles.
Well, I've had my coffee, so it's time for bed.
Not the trousers to the suit. What am I going to do with you?
Ani is asleep. The sun is about to come up. Look at the orchard. Go and see, Mama. It's beautiful, isn't it? The sky is clear. The starlings are singing.
The orchard is all in white. Long avenues as far as you can see, shining on moonlit nights. Do you remember it, Luba?
My God, my childhood, so free. Slept and played in the same room. Nothing has changed. White everywhere, my orchard. Young again after the winter cold, full of happiness again. If only I could lose the weight of the stone I carry in my heart.
And now the orchard is going to be sold to pay our debts. Hard to believe.
Look, there's her mother dressed in white in the orchard dancing. Look, there she is.
Where?
God be with you, Mama.
She's gone now. It only looked like it for a minute. There, look to the right. There's a branch bending over. Looks like a woman in a white dress dancing. Our orchard is simply the most amazing place. Such an inspiration for the creative spirit.
Lyubov Andreevna. I only want to pay my respects and then I'll go at once. They told me to wait till morning, but I was too impatient.
It's Petya Tropimov, Mama.
Yes. Grisha, rest in peace. Grisha's tutor. Have I really changed so much?
Enough now, Luba.
I told you to wait until tomorrow, Petya.
My Grisha, my son.
What are we going to do, Mama? It was God's will.
It's all right.
My little boy drowned. Why? Tell me why, Petya. Anna's asleep in her bedroom, and here I am, raising my voice and making a scene. Let me look at you, Petya. Why have you lost your looks? How did you get so old?
An old woman on the train yesterday called me a mangy gentleman.
You were only a boy, a nice young student, a promising writer. Now your face is lined. What's happened to our student?
I'm an eternal student. I expect I'll die a student.
Well, it's time for bed. You've aged too, Leonia.
Yes, time to get some sleep. Sorry, Lyubov Andreevna, my dear heart. Tomorrow morning, 40,000 for the cafe.
He doesn't give up.
Just 40,000? It's to pay the interest on the mortgage.
My dear man, I have no money.
It's not that much. I'll pay it back, my dear.
All right, ask Leonid for it. Go on, Leonia, give it to him.
For his cafe? I think not.
He needs it. It's his home. Give it to him.
My sister's still in the habit of throwing her money away. Yasha, could you get out of here? You look like a weasel.
You haven't changed a bit either. So anyway.
What did he say?
Yasha, your mother's come from the village to see you. She's been sitting in the servants' quarters since yesterday.
I wish her luck.
Shame on you.
So tell her to come back tomorrow.
Mama hasn't changed at all. Left to herself, she'd give away everything.
When many remedies are proposed for a disease, that means the disease is incurable. I have many remedies, but which means in fact none. It would be good if someone left us money. It would be good if Anya married a very wealthy man. It would be good to call Yaroslav once again and try our luck with our rich aunt, the countess, who's so very rich.
Only God would help us.
Don't howl. Auntie's rich, but she doesn't like us. To start with, my sister married an actor instead of marrying nobility. And having not married in her class, she's behaved, well, you couldn't exactly say she's behaved with decorum. She's a kind woman, a talented actress, and I love her very much, but one has to admit, she's a woman of loose morals.
Eyes here.
What? How odd. I've got something in my eye. And last Thursday when I was at the district court,
Where's you awake, Anya?
I just can't get to sleep.
my darling, my niece, my shining star. You're not my niece. You're believe me, my radiant.
I do believe you, Uncle. Everybody loves you. Dear Uncle, you must keep quiet. Now, what were you saying about my mother? About your own sister? Why were you saying that?
Yes, I know. Dreadful. My God. And the speech I made earlier to the bookcase, so stupid. And it was only when I finished that I realized it was stupid.
It's true, Uncle dear. You should just keep quiet. That's all.
I'm quiet. Quiet. There's just one thing though. On Thursday, I was in the district court, so a conversation began and it seems possible to arrange a loan from the bank.
If God would help us.
Don't howl. I'll go there on Tuesday and have another chat. Your mother will talk to Lupach and he certainly won't refuse her. And when you feel rested, you will call your great aunt in Yaroslav. So there you are. We'll attack on 3 fronts and it's in the bag. On my honor, the estate will not be sold.
You're so good, Uncle, and so clever.
Leonid Andreevich, do you fear nothing? Go to sleep.
Yes, right now. Good night, mademoiselles. Adieu. Tomorrow, everything comes right. Tonight, sleep. I'm a man of the last century. That was a period people don't think much of nowadays. But I can say, this above all, to thine own self, be true.
Just be quiet, Uncle.
Leonid Andreevich.
I'm going. Off to bed. Cushion. Yellow, ball into the side pocket. Pot white.
Thank you, Uncle. I don't like calling my great aunts, but I do feel better.
You should go to sleep. I'm going also. Something upsetting happened while you were away. You remember the old servants' quarters? Nobody lives there now except the servants. Polya, Olga, oh, and Svetlana too. I hear they started letting some homeless people stay the night, musicians. I said nothing about it. But then I hear they're telling everyone I gave orders, feed them nothing but dried peas. Svetlana's behind it. Right, I thought if that's the case, just you wait. I sent for her. She comes in. What's that you've been saying about me, you foolish? Aneshka, go off to bed. Oh, my sleepy head. Go along. Shh. Sleepy time. Go along, my darling.
I'm not tired. Do you hear music? Uncle, dear uncle and mama too.
There you go, my little ballerina. That way.
Anya, my spring, my dancing ray of sunshine.
I've never had any proper papers. When I was little, my father and mother used to go around the fairs doing their shows, and I'd do tricks and the leap of death, the salto mortale. Then when Papa and Mama died, a German lady took me in and started giving me lessons. Well and good, I grew up and became a governess. But where do I come from? Who are my parents? Were they married? I don't know, don't ask me. I am utterly alone. Do you feel like talking to somebody? Who can you talk to?
I need you, baby, to warm my lonely nights. I need you, baby, and it is quite alright. I need you, baby. Trust in me when I say, what in the world is better than to play the harp?
That's a violin.
You are a madman in love. It is a harp. I need you, baby.
Baby, only night. I need you, baby. But alright, I need you, baby. Trust in me when I say.
These people sing like swine.
Still, you're so lucky to have been abroad.
Yes, I have to agree.
Naturally, abroad has been going on for ages. It's arrived at a certain state of arrival.
Well, you can't disagree with that.
I'm someone who keeps up. I've read all sorts of amazing books, and yet I can't work out the tendency of my inclination to be or to stop myself. That is the question. So, I always carry a Swiss Army knife to be on the safe side. See?
Done. I'm off. Yeah, Pahodov, you're a brilliant fellow and very scary. Women should be throwing themselves at you. Well, these brainy people are stupid all the same. There's nobody I can talk to, and why I'm here is purely a mystery.
Speaking for myself, I'll say one thing apart from anything else. Fate has gone in for me. If I'm wrong, supposing, why is it I wake up this morning and find an enormous spider sitting on my chest as big as this? Have you read Stanislavski, My Life in Art? Dunyasha, could I trouble you for a couple of words?
Go ahead.
It would be desirable for us to be alone.
Maybe later.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, later. Maybe later. Maybe. Now I know what to do with my knife.
22 catastrophes. Entre nos, the man's a moron.
God forbid he stabs himself. Everything makes me nervous. I'm so anxious all the time. I've lived on this estate since I was a little girl, and I'm not used to simple ways. Look at my hands. They're white like a lady's hands. I've become so sensitive and refined. I'm frightened of everything. It's awful. And if you lead me on, Yasha, I don't know if my nerves could stand it.
Cute little cucumber. Of course, a girl must remember her place. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a girl who doesn't know how to behave.
I'm desperately in love with you, Yasha. You're so educated. You know what to think about everything.
It's true, it's true. To my way of thinking, when a girl falls in love, she forgets herself. It's nice to drink good wine. Somebody's coming. It's the masters. Get out of here before they see us and know that we're here together. Leave. Go.
Okay, can I see you later?
We'll see. Just leave now. Go.
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, no. You've got to decide once and for all. Time is running out. Do you agree to lease the land for the construction of summer homes or do you not? Answer in just one word, yes or no.
Yasha, where did you get that bottle of wine?
I just figured it out. Life has become so convenient. You just order food online and it's delivered to my doorstep. Yellow into the side, clean shot. I wish I could play one game.
Maybe later.
Madam, one word. Give me an answer.
To what?
There was lots of money in here yesterday. Poor Varia saves by feeding everybody soup. The servants get nothing but peas, and I waste money senselessly. Oh, I've gone and dropped it everywhere.
Madame Luba, I think you might have dropped some on the floor.
Oh, thank you, Yasha. And why do we order out? With long wait times, bad food. And you, Leonia, eat too much, drink too much, talk too much. Who but you would lecture the delivery boys on the joy of performing Greek tragedy?
I should shut up. Yasha, why are you constantly popping up in front of me?
Just hearing your voice makes me laugh.
Luba, it's either me or him.
Oh, go away, Yasha, go on.
Fine, I'll leave. Right now.
That millionaire Derek Knob wants to buy your estate. They say he's coming to the auction in person.
Who told you?
It's what they're saying in town.
Our great aunt in Yaroslava County has promised us to send some money.
How many rubles? 15 million? 30 million?
Well, a couple million. Maybe 3. We'll be thankful for that.
Forgive me, but you two are the strangest, the most irresponsible, unbusinesslike people I've ever met. I'm telling you in plain words that your estate will be sold, and it just doesn't get through.
Well, what are we supposed to do? Go on, tell us.
I tell you every day, I keep telling you. Development. Lease out the cherry orchard and build summer homes. Add an internet cafe, game room for kids. The auction is coming in soon. Get that into your heads. The moment you give the word, you'll get all the money you want and you'll be saved.
And that's it?
Summer homes, a cafe for internet. I'm sorry, but it's also tawdry.
Couldn't agree more.
I'm going to weep or scream or faint. Can't stand it. You wore me out. God, you are an old woman.
What?
Old woman?
No. Please don't go, my friend. Dear friend, I beg you, please. Maybe we'll think of something.
What's there to think about?
Don't leave. I beg you. It's more cheerful anyhow with you here. Keep expecting something to happen. So the house is about to fall down around us.
Double into the pocket, cut short for the middle pocket.
We must be paying for our sins. So many sins.
Yes, and what sins would they be?
They say I ate up my whole fortune in fruit drops.
Oh God, my sins. I've always wasted money, squandered it. Married an actor who only produced debts. Terrible drinker, died of champagne. After that, fell in love with another man, took up with him. And then, blow right to the head. In the river, my boy drowned. And I went abroad for good, meaning never to return, never to see the river. Shut my eyes and fled, and he followed after me mercilessly. Bought a house near Menton because he fell ill there. And for 3 years, I got no rest. He wore me out, my soul dried up. Last year, I sold the house to pay his debts. I went to Paris, and there he robbed me of everything, left me for a teenage model. It was also stupid and humiliating. I tried to poison myself. When Anya arrived, I knew I had to come back. To my home, my orchard, my little girl. Oh God, forgive my sins. Don't punish me anymore. And today, another postcard from Paris. He asks my forgiveness, begs me to come back. Is that music?
That's our famous community orchestra. You remember them? 2 fiddles with double bass, accordion, and a balalaika.
Are they still going? We must have them up to the house sometime, arrange an evening.
I can't hear anything. What a movie I saw last night. Doom. Very good.
Yes. What was so good, huh? The technology. We should look at ourselves. You should look more deeply at yourselves. How shabbily we live, the things we say, the nonsense.
Absolutely right. The truth is, life is a stupid business. My father was an ignorant immigrant, a fool who knew nothing, taught me nothing, just beat me with a stick when he got drunk. In actual fact, I'm not much different. Basically a clod. I have no education. My handwriting is vile. It's as if a pig could write.
What you need to do, my dear, is get married.
Yes, true enough.
To someone like Avaria. She's a good girl.
Yes.
She's born to simple folk. She works all day. And the main thing is she loves you. And you've liked her since way back.
Why not? I'm not against it. She's a good girl.
I've been offered a position in the bank. Did I tell you? 1 million a year.
Who you? What an idea.
Sir, your overcoat, please put it on.
I'm inside.
It's becoming damp.
You're a damn nuisance, my friend.
Sticks and stones. It's becoming damp.
You've gotten so old, Fierce.
What can I do for you?
She says you got old.
Well, I've lived a long time. They were trying to get me married before your father had come into the world. and when we got our freedom, I was already head valet, so I stayed with my master. I remember the good old days. Everybody was happy, but they didn't know what they're happy about.
Oh, yes, the good old days. At least they had flogging, huh?
I should say so. The servants belong to the masters, and the masters belong to the servants. But now it's all topsy-turvy. You don't know where you are anymore.
Shut up, Fierce. Tomorrow, I'm going to town. They promised to introduce me to a certain patron who can loan me money on credit.
Nothing will come of it. And anyway, what would you pay the interest with?
He's raving. There aren't any patrons.
Look who's here!
Mama!
Oh, my darlings, hello. Don't know how much I love you both.
The eternal student's always around the young ladies, huh?
What's it to you?
He's coming up to his pension and he's still a student.
We can do without your inane jokes.
Why are you getting angry, you odd duck?
Just stop badgering me.
What do you think of me, if I may ask?
What I think is this. You're a rich man, probably a millionaire. As there's a need in the food chain for predators who devour everything in their path, so there's a need for you.
Katya, why don't you tell us about the planets?
No, let's go on with yesterday's conversation.
What was that?
Human pride.
Oh, right. You talked for ages about how you pride yourself in man's artistic accomplishments, but you didn't get anywhere. In your mind, there's something mystical in humans as creative beings, and maybe it's true for you. But if we take the simplest view of things, what have we got to be so proud of when man as a physiological machine is so underdeveloped? I mean, what sense does it make when the vast majority of us are brutish, ignorant, and profoundly unhappy? We've got to stop admiring ourselves. Only work can save us.
You still end up dead in the end.
Who knows? What does it mean to be dead? Maybe we have 100 senses and it's only the 5 we know that die and we come to know the other 95.
So clever, Petya.
Brilliant.
Mankind is advancing, developing its powers. Everything that is out of reach is coming closer to our grasp and our understanding. Only we have to work to support those who are seeking the truth of things. Here so far, very few of us are working. With few exceptions, the nouveau riche, from what I've seen, seek nothing, do nothing. They don't want to work and wouldn't know how. They call themselves the elite, but they treat immigrants like children. They don't know how to study. They don't read anything serious. Science is only there to chatter about it. Needless to say, they don't know much about the arts. They're also selfish, gossiping about irrelevant things, all the while with their eyes. The masses are fed on filth. No pillows to their beds, 30 to 40 to a room, and everywhere, hunger, stench, and moral degradation. It's obvious all the fine talk is just to distract attention, theirs and ours. Where are all the educational programs everyone talks about? Where are the creative visions? You only see them in movies. They don't actually exist. There's nothing out there but dirt, boredom, and backwardness. I fear their mindless conversations. It's better to say nothing at all.
Well, let me tell you, I'm up every day before 5 o'clock. I work from morning till night. And yes, I'm constantly handling money, mine and other people's. And I get a good look at what people around me I really like. You only have to try to get something done, and you soon find out how few decent, reliable people there are.
Sounds like you have a hold off.
Sounds like you have a hold off.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the sun's gone down.
Yes.
Oh, wondrous nature glowing with an eternal life. So beautiful and so indifferent. You whom we call mother, you give life and destroy it. Thou knowest this common, all that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Uncle! You're doing it again, Uncle!
Better double the yellow into the middle.
Yes, all right. I'm silent.
Never thinking. Hanging out and everything was running over.
What was that?
I don't know, a cable broke somewhere way off, and the mine's but far, far away.
It could have been some kind of bird, something like a heron.
Or an owl.
There was something sinister about it. Don't know why.
It was the same as just before the disaster. The owl shrieked and the furnace won't stop working.
Before what disaster?
The freedom.
Well, I see we should go. It's nearly supper time. Anya, what is it, my darling?
I'm alright, Mama. It just...
Is this it? Is this the fundraiser for struggling artists?
No, I'm sorry, you have the wrong call.
Oh, much obliged. What wonderful weather we're having. Brother, my suffering brother, come down to the river. Who's moaning? Mademoiselle, might a struggling artist have some money?
I know.
Get off! Get off the call!
Money. I don't have any money. I'll PayPal you some.
Oh, thank you. My PayPal is in the chat. Thank you so much. Much obliged to you.
Oh my God, Mama, the servants at home have nothing to eat, and you give him money?
No, I'm such a fool. It's to be done with me. I'll give you all I've got when we get... Please, Lepakin, you'll send me some more, won't you?
Your humble servant.
Come along, everyone. Oh, and by the way, Varia, we got you engaged to be married. Congratulations.
Well, it's nothing to make jokes about.
Ophelia, get thee to a scullery.
Look at this. If I don't have my hand around a cue for a while, my hands start to shake.
O nymph, in thy prayers be all your saints remembered.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to eat.
That man frightened me. My heart's still thumping.
A final reminder, ladies and gentlemen, on August 22nd, the cherry orchard will be sold. Think about that. Think.
Thanks to that man for scaring Varia. At last, we're alone.
Varia is afraid we'll fall in love. That's why she's been following us around for days on end. Her narrow mind can't grasp that we're above love. We're going beyond the petty and illusory that keeps us from being free and happy. That is the goal and meaning of life. Forward, we go to that bright star burning ahead of us in the distance. Nothing can stop us. Don't fall behind.
How will you speak? It's been a wonderful day.
Yes, what weather.
What have you done to me, Petya? Why don't I love the cherry orchard the way I used to? I loved it so dearly, I thought there was no better place on earth than our orchard.
The whole world is our orchard. The earth is vast and beautiful. There are many marvelous places on it. Just think, Anya. Your grandfather and his father and all of your ancestors owned servants. They were owners of human souls. The dead are looking at you and whispering to you from every tree in the cherry orchard, from every branch and every leaf. You're all corrupted by it, Anya, don't you see? The present generation included, neither you, your mother, your uncle. Notice that you owe your life to people who you wouldn't even let in your front door. Our country is behind and falling back because we haven't come to terms with our history. We just talk endlessly or complain we're bored or get drunk. But it's so clear that to live in the present, we have to let go of the past, finish with it, and there's no easy way. We must embrace the changes that are coming in the new century. Do you understand that, Anya?
Our house is not my house. I'm leaving it, Petya. I promise you.
Throw the keys away and go, free as the wind.
Free wind. How well you said that.
Trust in me, Anya. I am not yet 30. I know I am young and I'm still a student, but I have seen much, endured much. This winter, I've been hungry, sick, and poor as a beggar. And still, every second of the day and night, my soul has been filled with an indescribable feeling of happiness to come. I can see it now, Anya.
The moon is rising.
Anya, are you still on?
Yes, the moon is rising. Here it comes. Happiness getting closer and closer. I can already hear its footsteps. And if we don't live to see it and never know it for ourselves, so what? Others will.
Anya? Anya?
It's Varia again. She's such a pain.
Come on. Let's sneak down to the river. It's nice there.
Let's go.
Anya? Anya?
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Hello. How's it going?
Oh, my heart's pumping. It's hard for me to dance. I have asthma. But as they say, when you run with the pack, there's no turning back. I'm strong as a horse, really. My late father liked to joke that our ancient family of the Simeonov Piszczyks goes back to that very same horse Caligula gave his seat to in the Senate. Trouble is, no money. A hungry dog believes only in meat. Same with me. Only it's money.
In fact, you do have a certain horsey look.
Well, so! A horse is a good beast. You could get a good price for a horse.
Madame Lepakina,
Mangy gentlemen.
mangy and proud of it.
So we've hired musicians. How are we going to pay them?
You know, if all the effort you've spent scrambling to pay interest was put into something meaningful, you could have moved the earth.
Nietzsche, a great and famous man, a man of enormous intellect, says somewhere that it's alright to forge banknotes.
You've read Nietzsche?
No, not exactly. My cousin Dashenka told me. And right now, at this moment, my situation's desperate enough, I'd forge a few banknotes myself. By tomorrow, I've got to pay 5,200. So far, I've got on me 1,200. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I've lost it. Someone took it. I've lost my money. It's gone. Oh. Never mind. Here it is. I found it. It slid behind the lining.
Why is Leonard taking so long? What's he doing in town?
The auction was probably cancelled.
It wasn't the best time to throw a party. Let's not worry about it.
Well, Mr. Fisher, do you got a deck of cards on you?
Yes. Here.
Very good. Pick a card. Any card.
I have it.
Now, shuffle the pack. Very good. Now, eins, zwei, drei. Is that your card in your side pocket?
In my side pocket. Oh! Eight of spades! Absolutely right!
Oh my god!
Oh, fancy that! That's amazing!
Excellent.
Now, Mr. Trofimov, what card is it?
What card? Well, Queen of Spades.
So it is.
Bravo.
Now back to Mr. Fish. Can you guess what card?
Ace of hearts.
So it is.
That's incredible.
Amazing.
Amazing.
How did
You're
you
an
do
amazing girl, Miss Charlotte. I think I'm in love with you.
In love? It takes much more than that. You might have the instrument, but can you play the music? And now, for my final trick, I have here
I gotta film this.
a very nice shirt for sale. Who would like to buy it? Eins, zwei, drei.
Whoa, that's amazing. Oh my god.
And again. Eins, zwei, drei.
That's
It's gonna go viral.
Let's see that.
The end.
Oh, what a devil.
Oh my God.
That's what she is. Don't you think?
That is so funny.
Still, where is Leonard? What is he doing in town? It must be done. The auction did or did not happen. Why does he keep us in misery?
I'm sure his uncle bought it. I'm absolutely
Oh, yes.
Yes. Our great aunt sent him her power of attorney to buy it for her and transfer the mortgage. She's done it for Anya, and by God's will, Uncle will have bought it.
He sent us 2.5 million to bid in her name on our own property. The money won't even cover the mortgage. Today, the rest of my life has been decided. My fate is under the hammer.
Madame Lepakina.
Eternal student! Expelled twice from the university!
What are you getting so upset about, Varya? He's only teasing. Why shouldn't he? Go ahead and marry Lepakin if you want to. He's a decent, interesting man. If you don't want to, then don't. Nobody's forcing you, my darling.
Well, if you care about it, Mama, I do like him. He's a good man.
Then marry him. I don't understand what you're waiting for.
Well, I can't make a proposal to myself, Mama. It's been 2 years and everybody's been talking about it to me. But he doesn't speak to me. He's either silent or he jokes or he talks about money. If I had any money of my own, I'd give up everything and enter a convent.
Oh, what a glorious thought.
Writers are supposed to be sensitive. How unattractive you've become, Petya. How you've aged. I can't just sit idle, Mama. I have to be doing something every minute.
Yeah, but Odov just broke Gaia's billiard cue.
Who gave him permission to play billiards here? These people are beyond me.
You shouldn't tease her, Petya. You can see she's unhappy enough as things are.
She's far too bossy, sticking her nose in everybody else's business. She hasn't left Anya and I alone all summer, afraid we might start a romance. I never gave any sign of it. Anya and I are above anything as banal as love.
Oh, and I'm beneath love. Why isn't Leonid here? The estate's sold or not? Can't believe such a terrible thing could happen to us. I'm ready to scream out loud, do something mad. Help me, Petya, say something.
What difference does it make whether the estate is sold or not sold? It was all over long ago, and you can't go back. Stop fooling yourself. For once in your life, face up to the truth.
Whose truth? You're so sure you've got all the answers, but tell me, my dear, isn't that because you're an academic? Because you haven't experienced your answers? You can look at the future without blinking, but isn't that because you're not expecting to see any of the terrible things life has hidden from you? We are artists, not so brave or so intellectual. Please spare a thought, show a speck of generosity. I was born here. My father and mother lived here, and my grandfather before them. In the summers, this house was filled with writers and performers of all kinds. Actors, dancers, musicians, all would gather here from all over the world just to create. Every summer, performances were given in the Orchard Theatre. I can't conceive of my life without the Cherry Orchard, and if it is to be sold, sell me with it. My boy drowned here. You know that. You're good and kind. Just show some pity.
You know you have my sincerest sympathy.
Yes, but couldn't you say that differently? My soul is way down today. I can't bear it. Don't judge me, Petya. I love you like one of the family. I'd gladly have you marry Anya. Truly I would. Only, my dearest boy, you must get your degree. You let fate blow you this way and that. That's true, isn't it? And you really must do something about that beard. You're a funny-looking boy.
I'm not interested in how I look.
It's from Paris. I get one every day. Now he's sick again. He asks my forgiveness, begs me to come back, and I really should go to Paris to stay with him. Oh, don't look like that, Petya. What else can I do? He's sick, on his own, and unhappy. Who's going to look after him? I love him. That much I know. I love him. Love. It's the millstone around my neck, and I will go to the bottom with it. But I love love, and I won't live without it. Don't think badly of me, Petya. Don't.
Please, God, forgive my bluntness, but that man stole everything you had. He robbed you.
No, you mustn't say that.
But he's such a swine, and everyone knows it except you.
No!
The man's a crook, a thief, a liar, a nobody.
Petya! You are 20-something, but you talk like a schoolboy, a child.
Well, what if I do?
You should be a man. At your age, you should understand what it is to love, and you should fall in love. Yes, you're a prude. You're a squeamish, silly, eccentric little freak. The age you are and no lover.
What are you saying?
Above love? You're not above love. As Fierce would say, you're a noodle.
This is horrible. What is she talking about? This is terrible. I can't stand it. I'm leaving. It's all over between us.
Wait!
No!
Don't be silly, Petty. I was only joking. What was that?
Petty fell down.
What a strange boy this Petty is.
Excuse me, my friends. I would like to give you The Scarlet Woman by A. Tolstoy. There was gaiety and laughter, and singing shook the rafter, crystals shattered in the music's din. But who sits there in the shadow alone and stares like one with a life to atone? The woman who lived in sin, in debauchery and lust. What's happening? I haven't finished. I haven't finished yet.
There you are, Petya, the pure in heart and above it all. I'm sorry. Dance with me?
What's up with you then, Grandpa?
Not feeling well. In the old days, we had famous actors and ballerinas in our ball. And now we sent for the school teacher and the station master. And even they aren't so eager to come. I've lived too long. The late master used to treat every element with sealing wax. So I've used sealing wax for 40 years. It kept me alive.
Excuse me, you're still alive?
Hey, you noodle.
See, I want to sit down. I'm so exhausted.
A servant from the kitchen said the cherry orchard was sold.
Sold? To whom?
She didn't say.
It was just some old man gossiping, a stranger.
And Leonard is not back, is he? He didn't wear his light coat. He's likely to catch a cold.
I feel I'm going to die right now. Yasha, go find out who said that.
But the old man's gone.
What are you so glad about?
That Yepa Hodov, he's a complete hoot, you know, adult. 22 catastrophes.
The estate is sold. Where will you go?
Wherever you tell me to go.
Why are you coughing like that? Are you ill? You should be in bed, you know.
Oh yes, me to go to bed. And who's going to wait on your guests? Who's going to take care of things if I'm not here? There's only me to run this whole house.
Baba Andreevna, may I please ask you something? If you go back to Paris, would you be so kind and take me with you? I couldn't possibly remain here. I don't have to explain, you can see for yourself. This place is so uncultured, and the people are so uneducated, and besides, it's boring. Not to mention, the food that they serve you from the kitchen is disgusting, and Fierce wandering around the place mumbling gibberish. Please take me with you.
May I have the pleasure, you gorgeous creature. One little waltz. Come on, one little dance. I'll still get 30,080 little rubles out of you. 30,080 little rubles.
Only knew how my heart beats for you.
I was just talking to the station master, and just now he said something that took my breath away.
What did he say?
You, he says to me, you're like a little flower.
Ignorance.
like a little flower to a sensitive nature like mine. It's lovely to receive a tender compliment.
I can see where you're headed.
I don't suppose you want to see me, Avdotia Fyodovna. I might as well be some kind of insect's life.
What do you want?
Perhaps I'm a bug and I delude myself. Perhaps this delusion disturbs my thoughts. Yet it's become an old friend. But that's as it may. Today I remind you, once you gave me a word, and although I
Can we discuss this later? I happen to be in the middle of a dream.
Some misfortune every day, but allow me to say, I meet adversity with a smile, sometimes even a little laugh.
Hodov, are you still here? Out with you, Dunyasha. First, you play billiards and break a cue. Then you saunter about the place as if you were a guest here?
Permit me to say, as the manager of the Ultra Theater, that you have no right to talk to me like that.
I'm not talking to you like anything. I'm telling you what's what. You just wander about doing nothing. Why we still keep a manager for the theater? God,
Whether I work or wander or eat or play billiards, I only take orders from those in authority over me. I owe you no explanation.
How dare you talk to me like that? Who do you think you are? I don't need your say-so about anything. Clear out of here. Get out. Now.
I must ask you to express yourself in a more ladylike manner.
Get out! Out! 22 catastrophes. Don't you set a foot in here again. Don't you let me lay eyes on you.
I'm going to lodge a complaint against you.
Come back and say that to me. I'll show you. Come back. Come on, show your face.
Deeply obliged.
I beg your pardon?
Don't think about it. I beg you. Humbly grateful for the warm welcome.
Oh, please don't mention it. I didn't scare you, did I?
Not at all. Nothing to worry about. I might have gotten a heart attack, but...
The packet's arrived! Yermala Alexeich! You're a sight for sore eyes! We've been waiting so long! You look a little tipsy, my friend. We've been having fun too. Tell us, come on!
Is that you at last? Why have you been so long? Where's Leonid?
He's coming.
Well, what happened? Was there an auction? Say something.
The auction ended at about 4. We missed the train and I had to wait till 9:30. I'm still a bit tipsy.
Lenya, what's the matter? Lenya, for God's sake, tell me quickly.
I bought some anchovies and Black Sea sardines and some toilet paper. Haven't eaten all day. What I've gone through.
718.
I'm terribly tired. I need to get changed.
Will somebody tell us what happened at the auction?
Was the cherry orchard sold or not?
It was sold.
Who bought it?
I did. I bought it. Ladies and gentlemen, please. My head's in a fog. I can't speak. When we get to the auction, Dragunov was already there. Leonid Andreevich only had 2.5 million, and Dragunov immediately bid 5 million on top of the debts. I see the way things are, so I take him on. I bid 5.5 million. He bid 6 million. I bid 7 million. He's going up in 500,000, so I'm going up in millions. And that's how it finished. I bid 15 million over and above the mortgage, and I got it. The cherry orchard's mine. Mine. My God, ladies and gentlemen, the cherry orchard's mine. Tell me I'm drunk. I'm out of my mind. Tell me this is all a dream. Don't laugh. If only my father and grandfather could rise from their graves and see what happened today. You're maligned. You're stupid. Beaten. Half literate. Went barefoot in winter. It's bought the most beautiful estate on God's earth. The estate where you were servants. Where you weren't even allowed into the kitchen. My God. This must all be a dream. I'm sleeping. This can't be real. Alexa, play. I want to hear music. Watch your Malala pocket take an axe to the cherry orchard. Watch the trees topple. Our grandchildren and great-grandchildren will have a new world. We'll build the best development with the newest technology. A summer resort with internet, a game room for kids, a casino, music. Why didn't you listen to me? Why? My dear friend, we can't undo what's been done. If only we could start our miserable, messed up lives again.
She's crying. Lepakin, I'll call you privately. Come on. She needs to be by herself.
What's going on? Music! Louder! Let everything be the way I want it! Here comes the new owner of the cherry orchard! I can pay for everything!
Mama, are you crying? Dear, kind Mama, bless you. I love you so. The cherry orchard is sold. That's true, but don't cry, Mama. You've got your life to live. Come, let's go away. Let's go together. We'll plant a new orchard. Lovelier than this one. You'll see. Deep, calm happiness will fill your soul like the sun at evening. You'll smile again, Mama. Come. Let's go, my dear. Let's go.
Thank you, brothers. Thank you all.
The musicians have come to say goodbye. They have their heart in the right place, in my opinion. They're just a bit thick.
Why'd you do that, Luba?
I couldn't help it.
To give them your purse?
I couldn't.
Wait, I humbly beg you. A little glass for the road? I sent you both bottles. Yes? No? Fine, I won't drink either. Yasha, you might as well have a drink.
To us on our way, and to those left behind. This doesn't taste like real champagne, I can tell you that much.
1,000 rubles a bottle? It's damn cold in here.
They probably haven't turned the heat on there. So what? We're all leaving anyway.
Why are you laughing?
Sheer happiness.
It's October, but still sunny like summer and not a breath of wind. Perfect building weather. Just to remind you all, we have to set off for the station in 20 minutes. Better hurry things up a bit.
Isn't it time we were going? The taxis have arrived. Where the devil are my galoshes? They've disappeared. Anya, I can't find my galoshes.
And I must go to Kharkov. I'm taking the same train as you. I'll spend the whole winter there. All this hanging around and doing nothing has worn me out. I hate not being busy.
Well, we'll be out of your way soon, and you'll be able to resume your many profitable labors.
So you're off to the university?
Yes, I'm going to see them off, and tomorrow to Moscow.
Yeah, I expect the professors won't have given their lectures yet. They'll wait till you get there.
Well, it's nothing to do with you.
How many years is it that you've been studying?
Try to think of something original. That one's been done to death. Look, since we'll probably never see each other again, do you mind if I give you one piece of advice to take with you? You wave your arms about too much. Try and break the habit, all that arm waving. Also, all the talk about building a resort, boasting and calculating how many summer people you're going to turn into technological geeks, that's a kind of arm waving too. Still, I like you anyway. You have the hands of an artist, and the soul of an artist too.
Well, goodbye then, my dear boy. Thanks for everything. Let me send you some money just in case.
I won't need it.
But you haven't got any.
Yes, I have. Thank you anyway. I got paid for translation. I've got money in my pocket. What I haven't got are my galoshes.
Here. Take your smelly things.
What are you so angry about, Varya? Anyway, those aren't even mine.
Last spring, I planted 3,000 acres with poppies, and I've already cleared 650,000 rubles on them. They were a picture when they were in bloom. What I'm trying to say is 650,000 is a windfall. I don't need it, which means I can afford to make you a loan, so I'm offering it. Don't give me that look. I'm just a lowly immigrant. I don't dress things up.
Your father was a servant. Mine was a pharmacist. So what does that prove? Quintessentially nothing. No thank you. Offer me 200,000. I don't want it. Why? I'm a free man. And what you value, what beggars value, what the rich value has no hold on me. Mankind is moving on to a higher truth, towards greatest possible happiness, and I'm in the front line.
Will you get there?
I will. I will get there, or I will show others the way.
Well, goodbye, my friend. We may be turning up our noses at each other, but meanwhile, life is passing us by. The only time my mind is at peace is when I work without stopping for hours on end. Then it seems to know why I'm here. How many people exist without knowing why? You know, they said Leonid Andrich took a job at the bank? 1,000,000 rubles a year! He won't stick with it though. He's too lazy.
Mama says, would you mind not cutting down the cherry orchard till she's gone?
A reasonable request. You could have had more tact.
Of course, yes. I'll go stop them. It's a good point.
Have they sent Fierce to the hospital?
I told him this morning. I suppose it's been done.
Suppose? Yepahodov, will you go and ask if Fierce has been taken to the hospital?
I told you they did. Why ask 10 times?
Our ancient fears, in my humble opinion, is way beyond repair. He should be with his ancestors. I wish I was. There, you see? It's uncanny.
22 catastrophes.
Have they taken Fierce to the hospital?
Yes.
Then why haven't they taken the note to the doctor?
I'll get a servant to take it.
Oh, and Yasha, your mother's come to say goodbye to you.
That woman would try the patience of a saint.
Yasha, why? Why won't you look at me, Yasha? Are you really abandoning me?
Oh, please, please. What is the good of tears? 6 days, I'll be in Paris. Tomorrow, I'll be on a train, rolling out in a puff of smoke. Vive la France! And goodbye to this. Goodbye to ignorance and country charm. I've had enough. What are you crying about? Well-behaved girls don't make a fuss.
Text me from Paris, Yasha. I loved you. I loved you so. I'm a tender being, Yasha.
We should be going.
Somebody's coming. Leave. Get out of here.
You have to go. There's not much time left. Yasha, you still look like a weasel.
We still have 10 minutes before we have to get into the taxis. Goodbye, dear house, dear grandfather house. Come spring, they're gonna tear you down and build what these walls have seen. Anya, my treasure, your eyes are shining, sparkling like diamonds. You're happy, aren't you? Very happy.
I am very. It's the beginning of the new life, Mama.
She's right. Everything's going to be all right now. Until the cherry orchard was sold, we were all so worried. But once the question was settled, everybody felt calmer, quite cheerful. I work for the bank now. A financier, yellow into the middle. And you're looking better, Luba. You really are. In spite of everything.
Yes, my nerves are better, it's true. Yasha, get your things, it's time. Anya, my darling, we'll see each other before long. I'll go to Paris and live on the money your great aunt sent to buy the estate. That money won't last long.
But you'll come back soon, won't you, Mama? You will, won't you? I'll study hard and pass my exams, and I'll go to work so I'll be able to help you. We'll read all kinds of new plays and dance together, Mama, won't we? A wonderful new life will open for us. So come back, Mama.
I will, my darling.
The Lada's happy. She's singing.
Goodbye, baby. So, you're Malaya Alexeyevich. I'm counting on you to find me a place. I can't stay here.
We'll find something. Don't worry.
Everyone's deserting me. Varya's going away. Suddenly, nobody needs me.
What about me? I'll have to find somewhere else. Whatever.
Look what the wind's blown in. Fancy that?
Oof, let me get my breath. I'm exhausted. Your friend, I need some water.
Need of money? No disrespect, but I'm getting out of the line of fire.
Quite some time since I was here. You're as enchanting as ever. Oh, Lepakin, you're here too. Delighted to see you. A man of enormous intellect. Oh, I've transferred to you 65,000 rubles. That leaves 1,000,000 I still owe you.
Somebody pinch me. Where did you get that?
Wait, I'm hot. A most extraordinary event. Some Englishman came and found some sort of silicon in my soil. Lubov, my beautiful, astonishing lady, I've transferred 65,000 rubles to your account too. The rest later. A young man came to my restaurant and spoke to me about some philosopher who supposedly recommends jumping off the roof. Jump, he says. That's all there is to it. Fancy that. Water.
What Englishman?
I've given them a 24-year lease on the part with the silicon. Sorry, but I must excuse myself. I have to go check out my cafe. I'll trot along. I'll see you soon. I'll be back on Thursday.
We're moving to town, and tomorrow I go abroad.
What? Moving to town? Oh, I see. That's why the face masks and the luggage. Well, never mind. Never mind. These Englishmen are people of vast intelligence. Never mind. I wish you all happiness. God will help you. Never mind. Everything in this world must come to an end. And when news reaches you that I've met my end, remember this old horse. And say, once upon a time there lived a Simeonov Pischik. God rest his soul. Most wonderful weather. Yes. Cousin Dashenka sends her greetings.
Well, now we can go. I'm leaving with 2 worries, though. There's Fierce, who isn't well. Perhaps you've got 5 more minutes?
Mama, they've already taken Fierce to the hospital. Yasha sent him this morning.
And I'm worried about Varya. She's used to being up early and getting down to work, and now with nothing to occupy her, she'd be like a fish out of water. She's grown thin and pale, and she's always in tears, the poor thing. You know what I'm saying, Yamila Alexeyevich? It was my hope to see her married to you. Indeed, things look to be going that way. Anya, Charlotta. She loves you, and you're fond of her. And I don't know why it is that you seem to avoid each other. I don't understand.
Admit, I don't understand it either. It's all very strange. If there's still time, I'm ready to propose. Let's do it. Get it over with. Because without you, I have a feeling I won't ever get around to proposing.
Good. It'll only take a minute. I'll call her.
And it just so happens that I have some champagne.
Wonderful. I'll call her. Varya, drop everything and get on here. At once. We'll step outside. Yasha! Yasha, allez!
Yes.
Varya, he's come to propose. He's come to propose.
strange. I just can't seem to find it.
What are you looking for?
I packed it myself and now I don't remember.
And where are you off to, Varvara Mikhailovna?
To the Raguns, I've agreed that I would look after their household as a housekeeper or something.
Ragulins in Yashnovo, isn't it? What is that? About 40, 50 miles from here?
Mm-hmm.
So life in this house has come to an end.
Perhaps I put it in the pocket. Yes, life is all over for this house. All over.
And I've got to go to Kharkov soon. I'm leaving on the same train as you. I've got lots to do. I'm leaving Yepihodov in charge here. I've hired him.
Really? Well then.
This time last year, it was snowing. Do you remember? But this year, it's sunny and calm. Cold, though. 3 degrees of frost.
Yes? I haven't noticed. Well, our thermometer is broken anyway, so.
Yes, yes, coming.
Well,
Yes, we got to go. I'll go. I'll see if only I'm not late for the train to go to the lagoons.
Anya, put your coat on, we're going. And now we can be on our way at last.
On our way.
My dears, my dear friends and loved ones, we're leaving our home, our theater, our orchard. One last curtain call. How can I remain silent? How may I not express at this moment of parting the feelings which fill my entire being? Parting is such sweet sorrow that I should say good night till...
Uncle!
Uncle, don't. It's not that.
Double the yellow into the center. I'm silent.
So come on, everybody.
Yepihodov, did you get my coat?
I'll just sit here for one more minute. I never took the slightest notice of the walls and the ceiling before. Now they break my heart.
I remember when I was 6 years old one summer day, sitting by this window and watching Father by the theater practicing his fencing in the orchard.
Well, have we got everything?
Looks like everything. Make sure you keep everything in order, Yepihodov.
Sounds like me, sir.
What happened to your voice?
I was drinking water and it went down the wrong way.
Bravissimo.
We're leaving, and not a soul will be left.
Until the spring.
All aboard, ladies and gentlemen. It's time now. The train will be in soon.
Off to the train, the station, in off into the middle pocket, right off the corner into the corner pocket.
Come along.
Are we all here? No one missing? There's some computer equipment stored in there. Need to lock it up.
Goodbye, house. Goodbye, old life.
Hello, new life.
Well, that's it. Till spring. Come on, everyone. Bye-bye.
Oh, my sister. My sister.
Poor, sweet, lovely orchard. My muse, my life, my happiness. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Mama!
Hello.
One last look at these walls, the windows. Mother used to love this room.
Oh, sister, sister.
Hello.
We're coming.
They've gone. Forgot about me. Never mind. I'll just sit here. Laying on cabbage. Probably didn't put on his fur coat. I mean, just with his top coat. These youngsters. I didn't check on him. I will if not. Can I leave him there? No strength.